What's going on, guys? Andrew Piluk Sports here, and I'm back with another video. Today I'm going to be talking about what a lot of people are talking about right now. I just seen Steve Dangle's video, I seen a couple other videos, and I was watching on Sportsnet as well. People talking about the World Cup of Hockey, which starts on September 17th. Now, as many of you may or may not know, the World Cup of Hockey hasn't been played since 2004, in which Canada won. So now it is being brought back, and it's going to be a fun tournament that a lot of people are kind of on the fence about, but I'm pumped and I can't wait to watch some more hockey. I mean, I'm still kind of scared because, you know, injuries happen in these types of tournaments. Frederik Andersen hasn't even started yet and he's already hurt. For me, it's just more hockey for me to watch, and I think a lot of other Canadians and other people around the world are just excited to watch some hockey. So what I wanted to do in this video is just kind of give you a rundown of every team in the tournament and who I'm cheering for. I tried to wear red and represent Canada in this video the best that I could, but I can't find any of my Canada merchandise, and I'm pretty sure most of my Team Canada hockey stuff is actually really small and I just can't wear it anymore. I really need to get a t-shirt. I think maybe tomorrow or the next day I'm going to try to grab a Team Canada t-shirt because I'm cheering for Team Canada all the way, although there is some other teams that I'm going to get to in a second where I think are going to be really scary in this tournament. Now, of course, while I'm talking about Canada, I might as well just start by saying that their roster is an all-star team, and it's nothing short of an all-star team. When you have Sidney Crosby, Patrice Bergeron, and Brad Marchand on your first line, you know you're doing something right. And don't forget, you know, you have these guys. I mean, Ryan Getzlaf, Corey Perry, John Tavares, Steven Stamkos, you know, just to name a few. And then on defense, Brent Burns, Drew Doughty, no big deal. Just a couple of studs. Oh my God, this team is crazy good. And then get this. This is the funniest part. To battle for the crease, even though it's not going to be much of a battle, but the three goalies representing Canada: Carey Price, Corey Crawford, Braden Holtby. Look, those guys stop pucks. They stop pucks, and that's all they do. I'm really looking forward to see these guys play together. I mean, it's so much fun to watch these teams in the Olympics, but watching Team Canada play with the kind of roster they have right now is really exciting. Guess who else is on defense for Team Canada? Shea Weber. And there's this guy, PK Subban, he's nowhere to be found, but let's leave that out of this video. Nonetheless, the Team Canada's roster is pretty unreal, and I'm Canadian, and I'm definitely going to be cheering for Team Canada. You know, how could I not? I gotta cheer for my boys, but let's get to a couple other rosters that look pretty damn good. Let's not forget about Team USA. That's the next team we're going to be talking about. You got guys like Pavelski, Pacioretty, Van Riemsdyk, Stefan. The list goes on. And their defensive core isn't that bad either, with Bufflin, Carlson, and McDonough. They're a pretty solid team. Their forwards, they have some nice depth there with Oshie and Wheeler. Just good guys to fill out a roster. And then their goaltending is pretty nuts. Battling in the crease is going to be Ben Bishop, Corey Schneider, and Jonathan Quick. Three unreal A-talent goaltenders. And I'm a big fan of all of them, so this is going to be cool to see how they, utilize their goaltenders, who's going to start which games. I like Corey Schneider in the net. I don't know, there's a lot of people that might disagree with me because Quick has some experience, but I like Corey Schneider in that role. I think Europe looks pretty good too with Bodker, Draisaitl, Kopitar. They've got a pretty solid forward group, and I'm using the word solid. It's just these teams just have good NHL rosters, some of them. Team Europe is kind of on the fence. I think there's a lot of people that are going after their roster a little bit, but I don't think it's as bad as people are saying. Their defense, I'm a fan of Roman Josi, but other than that, I don't really see any strong points there. Their goaltending is Halak, Grice, and Grubauer, so that's probably not a good area either. So let's move on. Now, Team Sweden. Man, I really like their roster. You got guys like Backstrom, Hagelin, Landeskog, the Sedin twins, Silverberg. You've got some really good players there. Team Sweden might surprise some people, even though there is really good NHL names on that roster, because I think teams are looking at the Team USA, Team Canada, even Team North America, which I'll get to, Team Russia, which I'll get to. Sweden's kind of being pushed a little bit to the outside, but this roster is really good. I actually really like that defensive core, and I think they're going to surprise some people, even though they're not really much of a surprise. I'm not sure how to explain it, but they're kind of being pushed a little bit to the outside which is quite funny with the kind of roster they have. I don't think it's much of a surprise who's going to be starting in net for them. Henrik Lundqvist, and then you've got Enroth and Jakob Markstrom, I believe. Now, this is where I'm going to get into Team Russia, because Team Russia looks really scary, and I don't think people are really underestimating this team because they are really good. We've got guys like Ovechkin, Panarin, Tarasenko, Malkin. Big names, big time scorers. This team is going to be a crazy, lights out, scoring all the time team. I mean, their defense could use a bit of work. Zaitsev is on there. Shout out to the Toronto Maple Leafs. That's going to be nice to see him play. But that might be where they fall back a little bit. In that they have Bobrovsky, Vormalov, and Vasilevsky. Pretty good goaltending there. Not the greatest, but it'll do with the kind of team they have. And then that's some bright spots. I won't get too much into there, but they have guys like Barkov, Teravainen, and Komarov, so they'll be alright. Their defense not the greatest either. I like Vatanen and Oli Mata, but what can you do? That's their defensive core. That's what they're going into the tournament with. In goal, they'll have probably Tuukka Rask, Pecorine. They'll probably split the crease. And well, the Czechs, man, they're a little beat up. I'm not sure what I could say about them, but they need help. And then there's this one team. Haven't mentioned them yet, but they're gonna be scary. How cool are these Pepsi cans? Like, come on. Really need to get the Team Canada one. Last but not least, Team North America. Man, they are gonna be so good. Now, first, let me just say this. They are underrated already. People are calling them gimmicks, whatever. This team is gonna be good. They've got good kids on there. They've got good NHL players on this team. They're going to be so exciting to watch, and I think people are underestimating them. I actually think they have a shot at winning this. Like Drouin, Larkin, McKinnon, McDavid, Saad, Gaudreau, Matthews. Did I even say Jack Eichel? Like, this team is nuts. And I think their defensive core is underrated. Let me just list you guys their defense here. They've got Aaron Ekblad, Shane Gothisbehere, Seth Jones, Ryan Murray, Colton Parayko, Morgan Riley, and Jacob Trouba. Wow. In goal, they're going to have Gibson, Hellebuck, and Matt Murray, which, I mean, let me just quick get the goalies out of the way. That could either be a really good thing or a disaster. Gibson's good. Hellebuck's probably not going to see the ice. And Murray just won a Stanley Cup, so I don't know. Could it be a flash in the pan for Murray? Not too sure. Can Gibson be the starter he's supposed to be? Not too sure. We're probably going to learn a little bit about that in this tournament, which is also awesome. So let me just get back to that defensive core right there. That is actually a really good defensive core. There's a couple players in there that I really like. Obviously Morgan Riley, my current favorite NHLer, and I really like Colton Parayko. He's probably a guy on there that not a lot of people are looking at as like a huge name. I mean, he really isn't yet. I believe he was a rookie last year, so he's just a guy that I really like. I like the team. There's a lot of really good talent there. Saad's going to be a really good leader. McKinnon's going to be a really good leader. McDavid, I guess, might even be the captain. He could be a really good leader. They are going to shock a lot of people because of their skill level. They don't just have the name, the speed, whatever. Their skill level in general, what they do with and without the puck. They are great players. A guy like Dylan Larkin's going to surprise a lot of people. Even though he was good last year, he's going to surprise a lot of people again. Because all these players are taking the next step now. They're already kind of got their foot in the door besides guys like Matthews. But they're already kind of there. This is their year to step up a little bit. They're going to show these teams like, hey, look, you know, we may be young, but most of us play in the NHL. Like, hello. They're going to show a lot of people up here, and I really would not be surprised if they won. And a lot of people don't have them in that finals there, but hey, you never know what could happen, and that's why I'm really excited for the World Cup of Hockey. So thanks for watching this video. I just wanted to give you guys my thoughts on some of the teams and who I thought maybe had a chance to win. I'm cheering for Team Canada all the way. If you like this video, please like it. If you want to subscribe, see some more videos from me, that would be awesome if you could. And yeah, I'll see you guys in the next video. Thanks for watching. Peace.